Hi, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Pam.
And today we are going to talk turkey.
We are getting ready for the holidays.
All right, so we are going to show how to make these wonderful turkey placemats with the Dresden plate.
And it's a great starter kit. So maybe you're just thinking you want to start applique. This is a great way to get you started.
Right, and the Dresden Plate Die is a very versatile die that is a must-have for your collection.
It is. It has both edges of the Dresden plate. This one we're going to use for the turkey body, and these are for the feathers. And then there's that turkey head right there.
Right, so before we go there, I wanted to mention this is a wonderful Island Batik fabric. And also, this is a great scrappy project too.
It is. So get your stash out, find those neutral colors that you might want to use for the holidays, pull them out, and this is a great way to get them used.
Right. Okay, so should we show how to cut?
Let's do.
Okay, so today we are going to cut the body part of it, or the feathers. And so there are 4 Dresden plates on the die. So with 3 layers of fabric, we can cut all 12 of the Dresden plates for one of the placemats in one pass.
One pass. And then if you're thinking you want to put together that little head, you can cut those other 4 for the rest of them.
Right. And
so quilters, you always want to make sure that lengthwise grain, the fabric's traveling back and forth through the machine. And then Lynn's going to cut it here. And while she's doing that, let me show you behind us is our beautiful wedge die. This is a quilt that we use making our wedge. It's very similar to the Dresden plate. So if you want to make a little bit of a bigger turkey, this is a great die to use that. So that's the wedge die. And look how fast, and all the time I took it just showed how fast it was to go.
Right, and perfect cuts. So I'm going to give one of these stacks to you.
Great. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the easiest way to make those feathers. Now quilters, you'll look here, you kind of think, wait, how can this piece turn into those points? Super easy, watch this. So I'm going to put right sides together, just like this, and then I'm just going to stitch right down here with my perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you don't have to pin it, you just have to just get it in there so you can do the 1/4 inch seam.
So you could really chain piece those.
Absolutely.
Get them all done at the same time.
And we suggest you do that. So maybe you're going to make 4 placemats or whatever you want to do. Cut those pieces first and then start sewing them together. So now you can see I did that perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to take my little stiletto here and I'm going to turn it inside out and make sure I get that good point that goes on those feathers. And look, ta-da! I'm going to just take my iron and press it down.
That is so easy.
So easy to make. And so really, you just want to put those together, chain stitch it down, and then it's all ready to go. So now here we have this one. Let's turn this one inside out, and I'll show you how easy it is to stitch those pieces together. So again, we've sewn our 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to take my stiletto, turn it inside out. Look how easy that was. I'm going to press it down. And now I have 3 pieces all together. So see how fast that went? Just think how fast you're going to be able to sew this together. So just like in all of our quilting, we're going to put our right sides together here. Okay? Now you can pin it if you want. I'm kind of a pinner. Are you a pinner?
Yes, I do.
Okay, my mother pins, my grandmother pins, I pin. All right, so I'm going to stick my little pin right here to keep that together so we get that perfect 1/4 inch seam. Then I'm going to just start over here.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I wanted to point out that with these placemats, the background square is our 10-inch Go Big square, and then the side pieces were cut with a 4.5 inch strip, and the top strip is a 1.5 inch strip, and then they finished it off with the 2.5 inch on the binding. So this whole piece is really easy to do with all of the dies you can use out of your library.
There you go. And so see how easy that was to sew together? And so you would just keep adding those feathers around as it goes. And then you're able to just applique the pieces, make sure you do like a zigzag stitch or whatever kind of stitch you want to do on it, and your project will be done.
That is just fantastic. You can download this pattern at AccuQuilt.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Also, we'd love to see your finished projects. So go to AccuQuilt.com/ideas and post your finished projects.
We know at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
to quilt more.